One of the most popular events on the Pokemon Go calendar is upcoming, which is the Bug Out event. We've got 2 new Pokemon Go debuts. We've even got 2 shiny boosts. We're going to discuss the details, the bonuses, connecting to a few top tips, and right at the end, we're going to discuss some top targets that you really want to be focusing on. Let's get... Oh. Hey there, Caterpie. Yeah, you want to be in the video? Yeah. Let's go. Let's get dates out of the way. It looks like it's starting on March the 26th, which is going to be Wednesday at 10 a.m., running all the way until Sunday, March 30th at 8 p.m. local time, which takes us to our brand new Pokemon Go debut, Sizzlipede. Sizzlipede is a fire and bug type Pokemon originally coming from the Galar region in Generation 8. Sizzlipede can evolve into Centiskorch using 50 candy, which is also a straight fire and bug type. If you guys didn't know this, there's only 2 other Pokemon that share the fire and bug type. Can you guess? If we quickly break down Centiskorch, it has a max CP of 3381, an attack value of 220, a defense of 158, and a stamina of 225. So off the bat, pretty solid, and I quite like that CP. The fast attacks it's going to have access to is going to be Bug Bite and Ember, and the charged moves that it has access to is going to be Heat Wave, Bug Buzz, Crunch, and Lunge. We're going to discuss at the end to see how good this Pokemon really is. We've got some boss bonuses that we can take advantage of. It's going to be 2 times XP for catching Pokemon with Night Throws or better. It's going to be increased candy for Night Throws or better, and the same goes for XL candy. For trainers level 31 and up, you're going to get an increased chance of XL candy for Night Throws or better too. Lure modules during the event are going to be more likely to attract Sizzlipede. This is something we haven't really seen before. We've been talking about those Scopely changes. We can get an increased chance to get shiny Wurmple as well as shiny Venipede. Beautiful shinies, both of those Pokemon. And lastly, to do with lure modules as well, if a certain amount of Pokemon are caught, more Pokemon are going to be drawn to that lure, which is pretty cool. Whew. Let's move into those wild spawns. Spawning in the wild, we have Caterpie, Weedle, Wurmple, Nincada, Venipede, Dwebble, Joltik, Grubbin, Dewpider, Nimble, and if you're lucky, rare response for Cutiefly. We had featured bug out raids going down. In 1-star raids, we have Scyther, Nincada, and Sizzlipede. In 3-star raids, we have Beedrill, Scizor, and Cleaver. In 5-star raids, we're gonna have Heatran all the way until the 31st. And in Mega raids, we have Mega Pinsir coming back for this bug out event, and it's one of the best bug type attackers in the game. There's gonna be a free timed research available, and the rewards there are gonna be 1 lure module, including encounters with Shed Ninja, Sizzlipede, Cleaver, and more. Another paid timed research ticket for a total cost of $2 will be available as well to all trainers, where we can get an additional 1 lure module, 2 premium battle passes, and encounters with Pokemon like Heracross, Sizzlipede, and Cleaver. One of the most underrated things coming to the item shop is going to be the new avatar item. Oh my goodness, just take a look at these Sizzlipede boots as well as that Scolipede jacket. That thing is off the chain. Absolutely love that. You see, even Caterpie agrees. A collection challenge will be available to all trainers, and it's going to be catch and evolution focused, where we can receive Stardust XP as well as encounters with some bug type Pokemon. And returning again, of course, we have those Pokestop showcases coming in. Remember to enter those for some premium rewards. You can get some amazing things like star pieces, lucky eggs, and you can even work towards that showcase platinum medal. In field research, of course, we can get encounters with event themed bug type Pokemon, as well as some mega energy for all the bug types, which includes Mega Scizor, Mega Beedrill, Mega Heracross, and Mega Pinsir. We can also get rewarded with Scatterbug Candy, which is a great addition because it's much easier to get those Vivillon. Moving now to our top tips. I need to make this absolutely clear. This bug out event is one of the most powerful events in terms of getting candy as well as XL candy in the games. If we have a look at those bonuses again, we get extra candy as well as XL candy for throwing nice throws or better. We really want you guys to focus on trying to hit those excellent throws as much as possible. The reason why is that the multiplier on the candy as well as the XL candy is huge. But to take this even further, we want you to Mega Evolve a level 3 bug type Pokemon. We're gonna run through them again. You could use a Mega Beedrill, Mega Pinsir, Mega Scizor, Mega Heracross, and you could even use a Primal Kyogre to hit that bug type. And if these Pokemon are all at level 3, guys, you are going to absolutely bank the candy. And when we discuss a few of our top targets at the end, there are some Pokemon that you do want the XL candy for, whether that be as a raid attacker or in the Go Battle League. Very important and a incredibly powerful way to get candy in the game. Tip number 2 kind of connects to tip number 1, but it has to do with XP. Because we've just encouraged you guys to throw those excellent throws, remember, every excellent throw, you're gonna get 1000 XP. During this event, because it's 2 times XP, you're gonna get 2000 XP per excellent throw. But if you pop a lucky egg during this event, you're gonna get 4000 XP. And what really brings us home, for example, is that there are about 5 or 6 Pokemon on this list that are very, very easy excellent throws. For example, Caterpie, Weedle, Wurmple, Grubbin, Nimble. Don't sleep on this. Tip number 3 has to do with Sizzlipede and how to actually get it in this event. Something I really hope that Scopely change is that when a new debut Pokemon gets released is to not just paywall it behind raids. During this event, there are actually 4 ways that we can get Sizzlipede. First, you can get it through 1-star raids. Secondly, you can get it through timed research as well as the paid timed research. And fourth, you can get it through that lure module bonus, which is pretty nice. As we mentioned, it does take 50 candy to get into that Centiskorch, but let's see how good Centiskorch really is in Pokemon Go, and is it even worth your time trying to build one for PvP as well as a raid attacker? Unfortunately, in the fire type category, because its best move is Heat Wave, the combination as well as its bulk, it just doesn't even place in the top 100, which is super disappointing. But on the bug side of things, as a bug raid attacker, it actually breaks into the top 20, which is really nice because this could be a really good budget raid attacker for newer players. And the move combination you want on there is going to be that Bug Bite and Bug Buzz combination. So overall, is Centiskorch really good in this game? I would say so-so. It's just too glassy to really make a statement amongst all the other Pokemon in the game. Oh yes, Caterpie just reminded me, if you guys wanted to know the 100% IV for Sizzlipede coming from those 1-star raids, the non-weather boosted 100% IV is going to be 599, a pretty easy one to remember, but the weather boosted 100% IV is going to be 749, and remember that is going to come in sunny and rainy weather because of that fire and bug typing. Whew. Now it's time for our top targets, starting off with our Mega Raid boss, which is going to be Mega Pinsir. Guys, really try and raid this Pokemon as hard as you can so you can get that Mega Energy from Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir right now is currently in the 2nd spot, making it the 2nd best bug type attacker in the entire game. Our second target to focus on is definitely going to be Weedle. Weedle eventually goes into Beedrill and eventually into Mega Beedrill, but if we start off with Beedrill very quickly, in the Great League right now, it has a current ranking of 310, but don't sleep on this Pokemon. It's not ranked really well right now, but with a little update or when the meta changes, this Pokemon can be extremely effective to use. So if you're into Go Battle League, go after that. But even as a bug type raid attacker, it takes the 5th spot with that Bug Bite and X-Scissor combination. And even as a poison attacker, it takes the 3rd spot in the entire game with that Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb combination. And look at that DPS of 18.3. Don't sleep on this Pokemon. Our next target is going to be that Venipede. Of course, coming with that shiny boost, go after that. But as a bug type attacker, on the budget side, it takes the 37th spot, which isn't the best, but it's the shadow form that shines pretty well, and 23rd spot in that bug type category. But as a poison type attacker, it shines even better. That shadow currently takes the 13th spot, and the regular currently takes the 27th spot. So a pretty good Pokemon to go after there. Our next Pokemon we're going to focus on is going to be Grubbin, which of course goes into the Charjabug and finally into the Vikavolt. Let's look at that Charjabug first. Currently in the Great League, it has a ranking of 110, which may not impress you off the bat, but recently this Pokemon has been widely used, and even in the last 2 Go Championships, it's been really sought after because this Pokemon really puts in work, especially because it's only a 1st stage evolution. So definitely have one of those handy. Our next Pokemon is going to be an honorable mention, which is going to be Wurmple, which is of course coming with that shiny boost. Dustox and Beautifly aren't that great in Pokemon Go, but if you don't have the shinies, even me right now, I think I've only got 1 shiny Wurmple in my bag. This is a great opportunity to get that shiny Beautifly as well as that shiny Dustox registered on your Pokédex. And our last Pokemon we're going to focus on, of course, is going to be that Dupiter. If you manage to get that shiny, a really stunning shiny, very good. But going into that Araquanid, it currently takes the 210th spot on the Great League ranking list, which again might not really blow you away. But again, this is one of those Pokemon that it just takes a little meta shift, it just takes a little update or a new season change for this Pokemon to really be effective again, because I have seen this thing, I think, break into the top 20 or even the top 10 in the Great League at certain points. So definitely have one of those handy as well if you're into PvP, a really good Pokemon to have in your bag. Remember, we also have that Fuzzy Buddy research coming next weekend, which of course we're going to cover. And guys, that is going to be bug out. We packed that information in there for you. We really appreciate your support and your love. You guys are giving us so much growth recently, and there's been so much positive feedback on the channel. We want to grow with you guys. Even Caterpie agrees. Come along for the ride. Bug out, go with us, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Come on, Caterpie. Shh.